Hello guys, welcome back to this channel. So in this video we are going to make this custom dialog. So whenever you scan a result, so this dialog will come and it will show the string that we scanned and then date, and you can share, copy, and you can make it as favorite. So in this video we will make this custom dialog and we will insert that data into database. So let's get started. So first we have to make a package in UI that is called dialogs. In the dialog we will name it as, we'll make a Kotlin class, we will name it QR code result dialog. Yeah, that's cool. So we will pass context as a constructor parameter. We need a dialog. So we'll take a dialog. Then we need our QR result. So we'll make a QR result. This is our model class, so we'll make it as null. So in the init dialog we will create a function called init dialog, and in this init dialog we will initialize our dialog. We need a custom layout for this dialog, so we will make a custom layout. So what we will do, we will go to the resources, layout, and we will make this layout, this one. So we need to add a custom layout. The name will be, so it will be layout. Okay, now the name will be layout QR result show. So as I said in the last video, we have the full GitHub repository, so just go to that repository and we will copy that layout. So this video will not take that much of time. So we'll go to that repository, this, and we will go to that layout and we will copy this layout. Sorry, we'll copy and we will paste this layout here. Okay, so this is done. Now we need icons, so we'll copy the icons also. So we need IC cancel icon. Okay, this one will copy and we will paste in drawable. Okay, now we need IC text documents. We'll copy this and we will paste it here. Then we need copy, share, and selected favorite. Okay, so we will, where is a copy? We'll do copy, share, and select to favorite. We will copy all these three and we will paste it here. So our layout has been created. Okay, in the selector we need this one, the star yellow. So we'll copy the star yellow, this one, and we will paste it here. Yeah, so now our layout has been created, you can see. So I will just go through the code. So as you can see, this is the relative layout. In the relative layout you have one constant layout, and you have this image, and this is an image view, this is text, this is also text, and these three are. So as you can see, in this we had added this, the selector favorite, as we added in the flash. So if it state, if this image view state will be true, then it will show the yellow. If this state will be false, this will show the border white. So now we have done with our layout. So now we will open our QR code result, and in the init dialog we will initialize our layout. Dialog, and we will pass the context. Then we will add our layout to this dialog dot set content view, and in this we will pass our layout. So r dot layout dot will import r, and we will. So now we will add this, so it should not cancelable, so we will add cancelable false. Then we will add our on click listeners, so we will add our on clicks listener. So as you can see, we have these three icons: share, copy, and make it as favorite. So we will set on the, so we will set listener on these three image view, and this close button also. So what we will do, we will add dialog dot favorite icon dot set on click listener. Okay, then share also, we will add copy, and we will add close also. Cancel. So now in the share result, so that is done. Now we will make a function that we will call and show the dialog. So we'll make a function called show, and in this we will pass our model class QR result. Set this QR result to this particular result. So we will show the date. So dialog dot scan date dot text is equal to your result calendar. So as you can see, we have to make this calendar date to readable date. So we will make a util class. So we'll make a util class. So first we will make a package utils, and in this we will make our Kotlin extensions. So view extensions, we will be removing this class, so we don't need any class for the extensions. And in this we will add a extension on a calendar object. So on calendar we will add to formatted display. So we are making this extension. So what we will do, we will so this function will return a string, formatted string. So we will make our simple date format, and in this format we will make this simple date format. We will pass our, what are the format here, date, month, year. Now we have our time and AM and PM. So we will add date, month, year, hours, minute, and AM or PM. Okay, we will remove this warning, and we have to pass local. So we'll pass the local.us. and now we will return simple date format, and we'll pass this. So what this extension do, so we did this spelling mistake. Yeah, so what this extension will do, it will take the calendar object and it will format it to the readable date. So that's it, this extension will do. So we will add, so we can use this extension here. So what will do, we will add to formatted display. So as you can see, we'll remove this. So as you can see, on this calendar object, this function will be called and this will return the formatted string. Now we have added our date. Now we will add our text. So we will add result. Now we will add whether it is favorite or not. So favorite icon dot is selected, and we will pass the if it is favorite or not. So if it is favorite, it will return the true, and is selected will be true. And if the is selected is true, then as you can see, if it is true, then it will show the yellow. If it is false, it will show the white. And in the last, we will show our dialog. In the cancel button, what we have to do, we will dialog dot cancel. We will not cancel, we will dismiss. So in the dialog, when the user click on dialog, we will dismiss this dialog. So now we will add the copy function. So we will create a function called copy result to clipboard, and we'll make this function. In this function we will add our clipboard, we will access our clipboard. We will take our clipboard by get system service, and we need our clipboard service as clipboard manager. After that we need to add our clip, so we will make our data as a clip. So clip data, new plain text, and in the label we will add QR scanner result. And we will take the text. So dialog dot scan text dot text. So we made it a clip. Now we will add this clip to clipboard. So clipboard dot text, and we will add this clip at a index of 0. Now we will show the toast. Copy it to clipboard. So our copy to result is done. Now we will add our new function called share result. We will create a function share result. In this we will make our intent, text intent. In the intent we need to add a action send intent. So we'll add intent send this one. Now we will set the type. This is simple text plain. We will add our text. So we will name it as intent dot extra text, this one, and we will pass our dialog scan result. Now we will start the activity and we'll pass this intent. So now we have done our share result, we done our copy result. for favorite icon we have to add it in database, so we will do it later. So now I think now we can run our application, but for that first we need to, so now it's time to show the QR result dialog. So we will go to our fragment, scanner fragment. So in the scanner fragment we will add our dialog. So this will be late in it, result dialog, QR result dialog, this one. So now we will add a function called init views, and we'll make this function. In this function we will call our initialize QR scanner, and we will make our new function that is called set result dialog, and in this we will initialize our so we will, yeah, that looks correct. So in this what we will do, we will initialize our result dialog, QR result dialog, and in this we will pass the context, and now our result dialog has been successfully initialized. So now what we have to do, we will show this dialog, and as you can see, when the QR code scans we get the callback in the handle results. So we will remove this, we will go to our DB and we will create one interface called DB helper I. Now we will add our one abstract function that is called insert QR result, and in this we will send our only string, and it will return. So we have to add it in database first, then we will show to the dialog. So now we will create another DB helper, this one. This will implement that DB helper, and we will override this method. Now in this we have to add, so for adding into database we need QR result database access. So we will pass in the DB helper QR result database. Now we can add this result in our database. So we will add time, we need to add time to calendar dot get instance. So we have the time. Now we have our result type, so this will be always text. Now we have to add our QR result, which is, now we have to make this QR result model class, and we will add this to our database. So what we will do, we will create a QR result. In this we have to pass result, and in this result we will pass the string that we got, and we need to pass the result type. The result type will be text, and we need to pass the time. So in the calendar we need to pass the time, and in the favorite we will pass false as default. So now we have successfully created our keyword result model class. So now we will add this keyword result and add it in database. So we'll return keyword result database get keyword DAO. We will add our insert. So now we have to add keyword result so as you can see, so by using this DP helper, and we need to pass this keyword result database, and when we call this insert keyword result, this will add that QR code to our database. So now what we will do, we'll go to our scanner fragment. We will add another DB helper I. Always use interface for best practices if you need to just modelize or code or you want to reuse. So we will make a function called init, and in this init we will initialize our DB helper. So DB helper I, DB helper, and we need to pass the database. So what we have to do, QR database, in this we need to pass the context. So we will pass the context. So now our DB helper is initialized. Now when we get this QR code result in the callback, so we will make a function on QR result, then we will pass the string that we scanned. So in this keyword result, what we have to do, we will check if text is null or empty, then we will show the toast. Empty QR code. Otherwise we will add this in our database. So we will make another function, save to database, and we will pass this text. We will create a function, and this will call the result, and in this we will add our. So when we add this result in our database, it will return the ID of the inserted row. So we need that ID. So what we have to do, we will take that ID, inserted row ID, and we will add this and pass this result. So now as you can see, we got this inserted row ID. Now we got the ID. Add another function so we can find our inserted database. So now we successfully inserted our QR result. Now what we have to do, we will make another function in DB helper that will be called get QR result, and in this we will pass the ID and it will return the same row in the database. So we make another function. So in the DB helper I, we will add get QR result, and in this we need ID and it will return the QR result. Now we will go to DB helper. We will override one more method. So in this what we will do, we will return the return the QR result. So what this function will do, so as you can see the query, it will scan the QR code. So it will take the row ID, and so now we have done. So we'll go. Now what we will do, we will fetch this result from database. So we will take our QR result from that ID. Get QR result, and in this we will send this inserted row ID. This will return our QR result, and by this we can show this result in our dialog. So as you can see in the result dialog, we need to pass this QR result. This will return our QR code. So this will show our scan result. So now we will run this and we will check whether it is working or not. So now our app is installed. So we will give the permission. So now we will scan the QR code. So we will go to this and we will search for QR code. We will scan a QR code and see whether it is showing or not. So we will scan this QR code. So let me. So now, as you can see, so it crashed. So we will check what happened. Okay, so what we have missed, we need to pass here time, but we have passed this calendar. So what we have to do, we have to pass this time. Yeah, now it is fine. So we'll run again and we will see. So now we will scan again. So now as you can see, we have this QR code result, we have our date. So when we click on copy, it's copied to clipboard. So let's check whether it is working or not. So as you can see, copy is working. Now we will click on share. So as you can see, it is also working as share. See, now we have to check whether it is inserted in database or not. So what we will do, as we used the Stetho library, so we will go to Chrome, inspect. In this, as you can see, in the inspect we will go to the web SQL, and you can see the QR result database, and we will click on QR result. So as you can see, it inserted the data, but it scanned for the 2 times because we didn't stop our camera on the on dismiss. So once we scan the QR code, we have to stop our camera, so it will never scan another one. So we'll go to our code. So by this the camera is previewing. So what we have to do, we will remove this, and when the user click on close dialog, then we will resume the camera. So for this we will go to our dialogs. In the dialog we will add our listener, so we'll add it below. This will call the on dismiss listener. This is interface. In this we will add a function on dismiss. Okay, that is done. Now we will create an instance here. On dismiss listener, we will make a function call set on dismiss listener, and in this we will pass on dismiss listener, and we will set this dismiss listener. Yeah, so now it is done. So when the user click on close button, right, so we have to check this one, cancel button. So we have to call this dismiss. So on dismiss listener we have to call on dismiss. Now we have to set this on dismiss listener. We will go to the fragment, and in the set result dialog, what we will do, we will set this result dialog dot set on dismiss listener. In this we will create a anonymous class, and we will override its method. Yeah, so now in the on dismiss listener, what we have to do, we have to resume the camera. So scanner view dot resume camera preview, and we will pass this. So now it is done. So we need to pass. Yeah, so now it is done. So it will scan only one code. So now we will test again. We'll run our app. So we will generate a new one. So we will generate a QR code first. Okay, so now we will scan this QR code. So as you can see, the camera is blocked. As you can see, camera is not moving. So when we close on the close button, the camera will be restart. So now you can see the camera is restarted. Now we will again scan another. So now as you can see, the camera is holding, so it will scan only for the first time. Now we will check whether it is storing in database or not. So we'll go to resources, web SQL, QR result database, and this. So you can see it is only inserted for the first time. So our copy is working, our share is working. Now we have to make it as favorite. So this star button is not working when I'm so let me open the developer options so you can see. Yeah, now you can see the tabs. So you can see yellow is not coming. So what we have to do, we will insert it as favorite or non-favorite. So by default, as you can see, by default it is saving as favorite is false. 0 means false, 1 means true. So we'll make it as favorite. So what we have to do, we'll go to the Android Studio. We will add one more method in our DB helper. So we will add fun add to favorite, and in this we will pass the ID of that row and we will return the ID. Yeah, now we have to add another one, remove from favorite. Again we need to pass the ID of that row and this will return the int. So we'll go to the DB helper, we will override these two methods, one more. So now we will return QR result database get QR DAO add to favorite, and we need to pass this ID. So it is not returning, so we have to make this QR result int and this also a return type. Now as you can see, we'll copy this and we will paste here, and we will change the function to remove from favorite, and done. So just we need to call these methods. So we will check. So when we show, so when user click on favorite icon, so we have to check if the dialog favorite icon is selected is true, then we have to make it false, otherwise. So what we have to put the logic here, if it is selected then we have to remove it, if it is removed then we have to select it. So we will add two methods here. remove from favorite, and here we can add to favorite. So in add to favorite, what we have to do, we will make this favorite is selected is equal to true, so this will show the yellow image. After that, we have this db helper. Okay, we don't have db helper here, so we need to create another one. So what we'll do, we'll create a db helper here, db helper I. We need to create it as late init. So in the init dialog, we will create a function init. So we'll create this init. In this init, we will initialize our db helper, and then we need to pass the QR result database. So QR result database, and we need to pass this context. We have to remove this. Okay, what we have done. Okay, yeah, now it is. We have the db helper instance. What we have to do, db helper add to favorite, and we have this QR result, and we need to send this ID. So that is enough, I think. Now we will copy the same. So instead of true, we will make it as false, and we will call the remove from favorite. So when the user click on favorite icon, if it is favorite, if it is already favorite, then it will remove. If it is not, then it will add to favorite. So now we will check. So we'll scan another QR code. So we'll create a new one. Checking favorite. Okay, now we will scan this. So as you can see, currently this is not favorite. So we can check it by going to this database, and in the database you can see this is not favorite. Now what I will do, I will click on star. So as you can see, it becomes yellow. Now we will again refresh our database and see. So now you can see the check-in favorite is true. So it added is at favorite. Now we will again remove this. Now you can see it again goes to 0. So now we have successfully implemented our this custom dialog, this share button, this copy button, and this favorite button, and we will close. This will go. Okay, in the next video we will show this scanned results in the list recycler view. So if you have any doubt, so please comment in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe my channel so you will get the latest update on every video I upload. So thanks for watching. Till then, Take care. Namaskar. Bye bye.